Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be drawing Spike from Cowboy Bebop. And I'm doing that thing that I do sometimes where I take an existing image with a pose I like and trace out the shapes. And then transfer that to another canvas and then just work from there. And today this is going to turn into Spike. And that's cool. He's one of my favorite anime characters. Actually, Cowboy Bebop is my favorite anime pretty much ever. It's really good. It's one of the first animes that came over, like, easily accessible when I was a kid. And it got really popular because it's good. It's good. You can't convince me that it's not good. But it is definitely one of my favorites. I'm gonna be honest, most of my favorites are from the 90s or before. So, you know, Cowboy Bebop. Gundam Wing is another favorite of mine. I even have a Gundam Wing tattoo. That's how much I love it. Yu Yu Hakusho was also fantastic. I've actually done a lot of Yu Yu Hakusho art. If you dig through my Tumblr, I should probably start doing more of it because I feel like I'm better now. I've only really been taking like this art things. I mean, I've been drawing for a while, but I've only taken it seriously really during the quarantine because I have all this time on my hands, and for a while I was making pretty decent money on unemployment, but that stopped. Anyway, back to the important part is, like, I should probably start drawing more Yu Yu Hakusho because I feel like I've gotten better from when I was last drawing Yu Yu Hakusho fan art, like a year and a half ago. But yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho is one of my favorites. I really love Kurama. He's my favorite character there. Or at least he was, I guess. I recently re-watched it, and Yusuke is probably my favorite character now. Like, as an adult, Yusuke appeals to me a lot more. But I still love Kurama. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, he is great. I love him still. Saint Seiya is obviously a favorite of mine. That's not from the 90s. It's from the 80s, but I love that. You guys know because I draw a lot of I draw a lot of Saint Seiya fan art. I've only gotten 2 videos of me drawing, like 2 speed paints of Saint Seiya up on the channel, but like if you go through my Tumblr, there's a lot of Saint Seiya fan art. Because I love Saint Seiya. I have rediscovered One Piece. Not that, like, I ever really lost One Piece, like... So One Piece has been going since, I think, 97. And when I was in high school, we started getting it in the States. Like, we started getting English translations. We had the 4Kids dub of the anime, which was, horrendous. And then we had, you know, the English version of the manga, and I actually really liked it, but none of my friends did. But they never actually read it. They just hated it on the art style alone. Like, they really couldn't stand the art style, so they refused to touch it. But I was like, but it's fun. It's fun. It's a good time. Luffy's great. But anyway, I ended up not keeping up with it because no one cared, and they were kind of mean to me for being into it because, oh my god, the art sucks. But it doesn't really. I actually really like it. Joke's on them. Art is subjective anyway, so anyway. So I've recently gotten back into that. I'm trying to catch up. I am only like halfway through. I just started the Fishman Island arc, and I love Luffy. He's great. I also really love Sanji, and like some of like the sort of pervert-esque jokes with him are not as fun, especially in this part, like where I'm at. But I still love him. Like, you cannot. I love him. I don't care. Which I think is really funny because, like, pervert kind of characters in other series kind of make me angry. Well, actually, that's not true. Okay. Can't remember his name, but the monk from Inuyasha didn't make me mad either. I guess it's just on the time period. Like, sometimes, like, you know, people make those characters and they're actually kind of funny. And other times I'm just like, why does this exist? Mostly because there's a character in My Hero Academia. His name is Mineta, I think. I hate him. I hate him so much. He just drives me up a wall, and I wish he didn't exist. But like sometimes, like if you're reading like the official English translations, right? You got digital copies off of Comixology, and there are some author's notes that they've translated, and the author's like, oh yeah, I think he's funny, and that kind of makes me feel sad inside because he's not funny. He's just kind of gross and mean-spirited. But like Sanji doesn't bother me because, you know, he can be really gross, right? But he's still nice. Like deep down in his core, he's actually a good person. So I'm willing to, like, do I find some of the jokes annoying? Yeah, but overall I still like him as a character. He's in fact my favorite character. But yeah, so those are some of my favorite anime. Gonna be honest, I don't really keep up with anime very well. I don't keep up with watching things as well as I do reading things. I don't like the Saint Seiya manga, gonna be honest. It's not a favorite of mine. But I liked the anime. So I've watched more of the anime than I've read of the manga. But like One Piece, I've definitely read more of the manga than I've watched. Because I don't really have the patience to sit there and watch it. Just in general, I read more. Like I read Katekyo Hitman Reborn. I really liked it, but I never really... I didn't. I only ever watched like playlists of the openings for the anime. I never actually watched the anime. I just read it. I read Shaman King, but I didn't watch the anime. I read... What else? Sometimes I've watched the anime and read it, but most of the time I read Bleach. I did not finish Bleach because I rage quit because I was so mad because it got so stupid. But I've only seen like, I think half a season of the anime. Like really not enough to count. Definitely read more of it. I'm just better at reading than watching. I don't know why. I just read a lot in general, I guess. I was kind of a lonely kid, and so books were... I had a better relationship with books. And, like, my local librarian than I did kids my own age. So, yeah, reading manga is definitely more of a favorite. Sometimes I like the anime better. And sometimes there is no manga. Like, Cowboy Bebop doesn't have a manga. Gundam Wing is one of my favorite animes too. In fact, I have a Gundam Wing tattoo, and that doesn't have a manga. Like it does now, but it didn't originally. At least not one that was available in the United States. So I did not have access to it if it did exist. Like there were like spin-off mangas that I read, and they were definitely like spin-offs. They were just extra bits, like supplemental to the anime. But I did watch the anime and the movie. I in fact still own the movie. I don't have any copies of the anime, but it's on Crunchyroll, so I can watch it again in my life. That's fun. Yeah, this is probably more sporadic than most of my other voiceovers. I'm sorry. I don't know how often I'm going to be doing voiceovers in the coming couple of months. I got a new job I got laid off from the movie theater earlier this year because of the pandemic, and I was living off of unemployment for a while. My state's being really stupid about that, so they kind of cut me off like a month ago, and that was fine because I'd actually saved up most of my money because I'm living with my dad right now. And he's like, yeah, times are weird. It's fine. You don't have to pay me rent or anything. Just help out around the house until things get better and you can get a job. And so things are not really better, but I just kind of tripped dick first into a job. So unfortunately it is a cashier job, and the holiday shopping season is upon us, so that's not gonna be fun. I'm gonna be really tired. It's not gonna be a hard job, it's just gonna be like physically exhausting, so I don't know if I'm gonna have the energy to, you know, go through the voiceover making process, but we'll see. I do have a video like backlog. This was also a backlog. I'm recording it before I even actually start the job. I'm recording this audio, that way it's ready. I can just post it whenever. So I'm gonna try. So hopefully, as long as I keep myself a little ahead, I'll be fine. Like, I'll still be able to post videos a week. I can't promise that I'll have voiceovers, but yeah, it'll be a time. But I'll have significantly less time to watch what little anime I do. It's gonna be something. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It is a seasonal position, so it's technically only until January. But they might keep me. I don't, unless they have too many people on staff, I don't see why they wouldn't keep me, because that's how I got most of my jobs, is because I got hired for seasonal, and then they just kept me for the rest of the year. Hopefully I will keep up with the art producing content. If you've seen my Tumblr, you know that I post some things that don't have like videos along with them, and there might be less of that, for being honest. Everything, like all of the big pieces I do, might just be I sit down and record a video for them. I will still try and put sketches up on my Patreon, which, by the way, I have, if you want to see sketches and like concept art for a webcomic I'm doing. I don't actually have any of the concept art up yet because I'm still kind of throwing it together, but it will be up eventually. If you're interested, check that out. And we're done! I hope you had a good time and my rambling was mildly interesting. I think Emily is the one who cares about it the most because she gets to know me better. So now she knows some of my favorite animes. So do all you, if you couldn't tell. I post videos once a week, so if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Is that how this works? Also leave a like and comment with a character you want to see me draw. I hope you had a good time, and I'll see you next time. Bye!